Leo. So we're going to be doing a general reading. I'm just going to be doing like a Celtic cross. Basically, just has like situation, like past and near future. Like it ends up with an outcome. There's some things that happen in it. So um, may may go off the track a little bit. May end up having a little advice at the end. We'll just kind of see how it goes, but that's basically the structure I'm going with. So this is going to be for Leos, and if your sun sign doesn't line up for you, feel free to check out your moon, rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, your personal placements, and you can see if I end up getting energies from your other placements. I was going to say I resonate with you, but you resonate with me. Whatever. We resonate together. I don't know. Words, man. But, so anyway, getting into this. Did I go over everything? Oh, if you guys could, if you end up liking the video, give it a like, please. And subscribe if you like my content. Like, help out the channel. I'm also on TikTok. I end up putting out weekly videos on there. I'm going to try to do better about the monthly forecast stuff on here. I started being like, okay, you don't have to post them all at once, and it's relieved a little pressure. So we'll see how that works out. Anyway, I think we can go ahead and get into it now that I've rambled for a minute. It's funny, I was trying to get into your energy listening to music, which is kind of what I usually do. And I was just kind of like, I don't feel anything right now. Do you guys feel empty? But now I just feel like talking a lot. So, I don't know. Hell, maybe you're just having a good time. But let's go ahead and try. I like to try to get a major arcana for the situation. Okay, I dropped some cards. Let me pause for a sec. Okay, so we're not going to take them. We're only going to take the major arcana for the first card. But you're getting Page of Swords, Two of Cups. Hell, we got 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 7 of Cups so far. This came out too much at a time. So, I mean, you could have some anxiety about dating, not really seeing yourself as good enough, maybe you're trying to find your options right now, trying to explore your options. Maybe you're keeping things on the down low. Maybe you're casually dating. Maybe you're just not really ready to express your feelings for someone that you actually want to date. So you're kind of distracting yourself by dating other people. There's a few scenarios I could see in this. And it just kind of feels like not really ready to express yourself. So maybe you're just like keeping your options open and letting them keep their options open, dating casually until you actually build up the courage to express how you feel about them. But it kind of feels like, okay, we found a major arcana. So Hangman reverse and the 8 of Wands. So I kind of feel like you really want to get unstuck. There may be a possibility of really just not understanding the other person, but I think you're ready to come down. You're ready to move on. You're ready to take some action, right? And for some reason, it just feels like when I say take action, I just felt like gulp, and it's just like, oh, what the fuck do I do though? I don't know what to do right now. You could be dealing with a Pisces. You don't have to be, but so we're gonna go ahead and get what's blocking the Hangman reverse, but I think I kind of said what's blocking it. It would be a little bit okay, so we have the 5 of Wands. You may have competition and you know it, or you feel like you have competition at the very least. Like, why would they go after me when they can literally have anyone type of vibe? Or maybe they're dating other people and you're just like, the other people they're dating are so amazing. Like, it kind of has that energy to it. Potentially. I do want to, even though I didn't take the cards building up to it, I think there's a reason why they came out, so I'm gonna go ahead and build off of this unless the cards around it just end up changing. But let's see, your motivation, too many cards. Your that one kind of flipped for a second, but let's sorry, I'm like 2 cards. Do I want to take them? I usually like to take one at a time. Yeah, I think I will. Okay. No. If they pop back out, fine, but I'll take them. But feels like there's too much of a something not quite right to it. Sorry, you know what? Here, I'll pause while I get some cards. I'm not gonna lie, there's a little bit of impatience in this, and honestly, I think you're dealing with an X. And I say that because, like, we have 3 of Swords. Now, maybe you're just hurt, but potentially you're dealing with an X, right? And it's just kind of like, okay, you want to get over this. I think you want both of you to get over this. Could be dealing with another fire sign. We have Sagittarius and Pisces specifically here, but it just kind of feels like in the past, and now this could just be general, right? In the past, you feel like when things really were spicy, it just would not work out for some reason. Something was just in the way, and I feel like you just want to move on, move past it, and get over it type of energy. Regardless if you're dealing with an X or not, I think there's an X in your energy that you're just like, you want to move past this past energy. You just want to get over it, regardless of if you're dealing with someone new or someone old, if you're wanting to go back to someone else. And I think this seems to be holding you down, right? The energy of like, even though maybe they were really attracted to you, maybe you were really attracted to them, maybe it just seemed like it would just be like sparks leading to a fire, it just didn't get off. It kind of seems like that. And I'm sorry, I'm being immature. I've wanted to say giggity like 5 times throughout this reading, but let me stop for a second and get more cards. Okay, near future. I'm a goofball in this energy of y'all's. Like, you guys know, like, I'm gonna blame your energy, but I watched SpongeBob too. Like, going for the near future, I was just yelling that future. You know, the weird voice in SpongeBob, like future. Um, oh, Squidward did it. Yeah, that's right. He was like puddled up in his little ball of anxiety, yelling future. Um, so it's like, is the future causing you a lot of anxiety? Anyway, maybe not. Maybe you're just a goofy person. I don't know. Maybe I'm the goofy person. But little A, little B, I don't know. But looking at this, we have the sun, and I'm like, okay, there's Major Arcana can end up having multiple meetings, so I'm just like, can we get a little bit of clarification? So we have the 2 of Wands and we have the Hermit. So what I'm getting from this is I think the decision that you need to make that it's kind of weighing you down right now, that you're kind of being hard on yourself right now. Like, it's okay. Like, I feel like right now it's okay. Like, take that time and understand yourself and what you want and what your needs are and how you feel about the situation, what you want to say, collect yourself and understand what you value and if this is really the best path. Because if you do that and take your time, then it'll be clear what you need to do in the future. And then you can just take action and come out of isolation, right? And maybe not feel so anxious about it and maybe seek guidance right now potentially. But I say that because the Hermit is a little bit of a, you can seek guidance from someone older and wiser from you, maybe therapy. But I honestly feel more of the self-reflection thing. Like, you need to know what you want, what you need. Like, you need to be sure. Like, that's what this feels like. And to do that, you need to get to know yourself, to sit with yourself, to reflect. So you could be dealing with another Leo or Virgo. Maybe, I mean, this is a Leo reading. Maybe you just have Virgo placements. Um, doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be. But let's go ahead and get the rest of the reading. So, with your current approach and the external environment here, I kind of was wondering with this external approach being the Two of Cups, I wonder if you're trying too hard to be agreeable. If you're trying too hard to make something happen, to create a relationship, a partnership, to get on those terms with someone else. And it's, I think other people see that. So this may be relative of people around you are like, hey, I know you're kind of burnt out and you're kind of exhausted. Maybe you're worried. Maybe you're just like, you've gone through a lot of shitty relationships. So you're kind of clinging to this one that seems halfway good or this person that seems halfway good. Whether you're in it or not, it kind of has a little bit of codependency vibe to it. Maybe they're worried that because it's kind of like a person that doesn't isn't able to sit with themselves and be happy with themselves, like they always have to be in a relationship type of vibe. Um, Look, I'm not trying to judge you. I think I was that person for like 14 years of my life, something like that. And it just is what it is, man. You kind of gotta work through that stuff because if you're always depending on someone else, then where are you gonna be? You know, people can take advantage of that, but and they do, and they do. But I'm not saying don't ever depend on anyone. It's just kind of a dangerous position to put yourself into. Really depend on someone, unless you know they're dependable. So, anyway, let's get into the hopes and fears. What are your hopes and fears in this situation? I kind of feel like this is saying no matter what you do, you're not going to be good enough. Like, you fear you're going to have to keep putting. You may have been in a lot of relationships where this is kind of like the burnout card for me. Like, you have to do so much, so much. And, like, you're kind of hoping that you won't have to do a lot for this person. And I don't think that's out of not being generous. I kind of get the vibe more of like, you just don't want to do a lot for nothing kind of thing. So, outcome. I think the outcome, well, with the moon being here, I'm sorry, it's to be determined. It's a path you're just going to have to walk on and figure out, right? And when I saw that, I kind of went back to here, and I think it really just depends on the self-reflection work you do, the acceptance of yourself that you do, the trying to like work through your issues, your problems, and I'm not trying to upset you. It's just I think everyone has stuff that they need to work through, right? So this is basically working through things so that people aren't constantly hurting you and you're not being taken advantage of, or put it on the other wall so that you don't have an impenetrable wall up that no one can get through, and then you hurt yourself being like, why doesn't anyone like me? Why is no one here? I mean, they can't climb your wall, right? And so I think that's where we're going to end it. I think there was like 3 Pisces cards here. So maybe you have Pisces placements. Maybe you're dealing with one. No, let's get a little more advice. So all 3 of these kind of came out reversed, and I think it's because a change of pattern, a change of behavior needs to happen. We have the Magus, which is like the magician, Wheel of Fortune, and the Empress. Taurus, Libra, Sagittarius, Pisces, Gemini, Virgo. Um, cards. So I think there's a need to change your way of thinking, your attitude, your day-to-day energy, basically. Like, I just feel like in order to get what you want to create here, you got to stop settling. Like, this has energy of settling, just trying to make it work with someone and be happy because you, it's kind of like that hopeless romantic that settles because like they're trying to find love, and like you end up in a relationship you don't even enjoy because you keep settling. That's kind of what it feels like. Or with that Wheel of Fortune reverse as well. Yeah, you may end up having to put this may be for some of you. You may have to put in some efforts as well. From some of this, there's like shyness. There's because of being hurt and not really wanting, like, there was not really wanting to put in all this effort, and that could lead to someone not wanting to put in any effort. And it's like, you're going to have to do something, right? And it's fair to want them to reciprocate effort and to not be in a one sided relationship. But also, if you don't put in any effort, you're in a one sided relationship. You're just getting the benefit, right? That's what it feels like to me. So I think there's just an evaluation. There's some self-reflection that needs to be done, basically, that could help you. All right, I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching. If this helped, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Help out the channel. Thank you guys again, and have a good night.